Hi, now we're going to try to use the Desmos graphing calculator to show our work and check our work for this kind of a problem. Notice that it does not have an equal sign here. So it's not called an equation because it doesn't have an equal sign. It has a less than sign here. So it's called an inequality. Equation means two things are equal. An inequality, think about inequality in the world or something like that. It means things are not equal, right? So this is saying that the left side of this is less than the right side. That's why you call it an inequality. Here, I'll type the word inequality here if you want to see it. Inequality. Okay. So we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to show all the work in this area and use the graph sort of to check our answer. And so let me just copy and paste the problem. That's the first step. Now this graph is the graph of our answer. And so instead of a line, it's got a shaded area, okay? And what it's saying is that, so this specific spot is 1.5. It's right halfway in between the 1 and the 2. And so it's saying that the values of x that are solutions to this equation, in order to make the left side of this here come out, have a value that's less than the right side of this, you can use any value of x that is to the right of 1.5. So like, you know, anything more like 2 or 3 or 2.1 or 1.6. For example, if you went here and you substituted for x, if you substituted 1.6, because that's to the right of 1.5, it's going to work. The inequality is going to be true. Okay. Here, oh, I'm going to have to do that. There's the left side, and here's the right side, and the left side is less than the right side. So it is, this side is, there's a less than sign. This side would be less than that side. Okay, because we picked something that was in this shaded area. 1.6 is a little bit more than 1. There's 1.5, and we picked something that's like right there. Okay, now if you pick something in the not shaded area, like the number 1, let me just erase the 0.6, the inequality is going to be false. Right, because now it says this, the left side is 12 and the right side is 11. So now it says 12 is less than 11. 12 is less than 11 is false. So that's why it's shading everything to the right. This is where the answers are. All these values of x make the inequality true, and all the parts that's not shaded makes the inequality false. But our job is to show the steps to solve this. Okay, and so the first thing I would do is copy and paste it. And then we're going to combine like terms. So the 3x and the 5x are like terms. So you can erase the 3x and just make that 8x. The 8x is the 3x plus the 5x there. Notice that our new inequality zone is the solution area is the same as the old one. Okay, the green graph looks exactly like the red graph. What would we do now? Well, we'll start by copying and pasting. And I think what I'm going to do is subtract 8x from both sides, because I have x's on both sides of the inequality. I only want to have x on one side. So I'm going to subtract 8x here, minus 8x there, and I'm going to go ahead and subtract 8x here. Okay, and then these, so let me copy and paste that to a new line. These cancel out. So just erase them. And the 10x minus the 8x, that's going to be just 2x. Now notice, it's still giving us exactly the same solution area as we had before, right? This is exactly what we had before. So we're on the right track. Let's keep copying and pasting and doing one more step each time. Since the x's are on the right side, I need to move the constant term to the other side. And so I'm going to do -1. Okay, so I'm going to put a -1 here and a -1 there. Notice if I forget to put the -1 on this side, you can see that my graph has changed and it's wrong. But if I put the -1 back, then it's correct again. Okay. Now let's copy and paste that and do the work. 4 minus 1 is 3. And 1 minus 1, these ones cancel out. We're almost done. We're going to copy and paste this. Okay, we're going to divide both sides by 2 to get this x by itself. Divide both sides by 2. And then our final answer would be, you could say 3 over 2, but that value is 3 over 2 is 1.5. Is less than, and these 2's cancel out and you just get x. So there's our answer. However, most people would say, so if you read this, it says 1.5 is less than x. Okay, um, and if you read this backwards, like if 1.5 is less than x, another way to say that is that x is more than 1.5. Okay, so is greater than 1.5, and so I'm going to write it that way. X is greater than 1.5, and then it still has the same graph. Okay, look, here's the black graph. I'll take it off. There's the purple graph. It still has the same graph, but it has the x first, which kind of, since we were trying to solve for x and find out what x is, it's a little more, makes more sense to say your answer as x is all the numbers greater than 1.5, which is why 1.6 when we tried it was correct.